Checking the ones and the twos. Oh, they're not even in order. There's still 2 ones. Who left them like this? My schedule this week is all messed up, so the Purgatory Podcast annual shareholders meeting happens to be right this very moment. These goddamn Cisco phones, the buttons are somehow too big and too small. I don't even know how that's possible. Hello? Is this the shareholders meeting? Okay, it is. I told them not to speak until the meeting is commenced, which is a power vested only in me. And for people who say I'm letting the power go to my head of hosting the Purgatory Podcast, okay, yeah, I've touched grass, okay? I had an allergic reaction, so I went back inside. Let's just do a quick roll call. Slurp Von Lipstick, the host of the Time Check segment.
Here.
Ice Warlock Sleeve Sleeverson.
Here.
Okay. The host of Real Time with Bill Maher. Bill Maher.
Yep.
Dude, you gotta spend your money on other stuff.
Well, why don't you cancel me? Huh?
I'm not gonna cancel you. I'm not ABC. Toads? Okay. You all know this guy. The reanimated corpse of King Nebuchadnezzar. You here with us? An actual demon from hell. Sorry, Matt, I still haven't learned to say your name. What is it? Right, yeah. I'll take your word for it.
Hey, Slurp on Lipstick here. Just wanted to say, actually, the demon told us earlier in an email he's not actually from hell. He crawled out of a portal to hell in Philadelphia, but he just says he's from Philadelphia now.
Well, I don't think a portal to hell exists in the state of Pennsylvania.
Nebuchadnezzar just said it does. It's called Philadelphia. I get it. I'm an ice wizard and I get that.
Shut the fuck up. All you know about is ice.
By the way, next time I'd like to not have to sit next to the demon. He's kind of melting my whole deal.
Wait, you guys are all in the same room? I thought we were all phoning in. Hey, you, Sleeve, you must be excited about the Winter Olympics, huh?
I don't have a TV.
Of course. Alright, look, the fact is, you guys have dumped so much money into this, and I'm so grateful. But the podcast, isn't getting any more listeners than it ever has. So I think we have to change our marketing. I was thinking, just one idea I was brainstorming. I was like, well, why don't we do marketing,
Well, I actually think, in terms of selling it's me, Slurp. I think in terms of selling the podcast to an audience, it's
Shut the fuck up. The Toads want to talk. The Toads haven't said anything.
Well, I hope they didn't say anything about God, because I hate that.
Is that Bill Maher?
Yeah, that's one thing we can agree on. Hey, it's me, Slurp, just telling you what's happening here on the ground. Bill Maher and the demon are forging some sort of friendship.
Okay, I don't care what's going on in the room. I don't even know why you guys have invested millions. I don't even know where you're getting this money, especially the Toads. The demon is fucking loaded.
It pays to be hot, whereas being cold is the noble, honorable thing to do, and to create ice. Whoa.
Holy shit, he's doing crazy ice spells.
At this point, stop it. No more ice spells. A lot of people would say Purgatory Podcast should be shuttered forever, buried in a deep hole in the ground, surrounded by landmines and rabid dogs. A lot of people would say that.
I would never say that. Keep the podcast going, man. I like it because you're racist and you're sexist.
No, I'm not. Don't say that.
Whatever, it's cable. I can say whatever I want.
No, it's not cable. It's a podcast. Do you even know what you're invested in?
You're being way too hard on Bill Maher. He's crying. Do you have any idea how sensitive he is?
You guys have really helped me. You've given me millions on millions. I don't understand why you're giving me so much. I don't actually need this much. Sleeve Sleeverson, I don't even remember where I met you. Because your main thing seems like it's ice, correct?
I also own a trucking company.
Oh.
Nice to have interest, people interested in me, for more than ice.
Oh, he iced everywhere when he said that. It didn't seem like it was on purpose, though.
All right, well, look, I think this concludes the meeting. Slurp on Lipstick will email all of you a rundown.
What? I'm not doing shit. Why do I have to do it? The demon looks like it's getting impatient and it wants to go back to hell. I mean, Philadelphia.
The demon is dismissed. You're all dismissed. Toads, I don't know your deal, but just keep the money flowing, all right? And of course, Slurp on Lipstick can fuck off. Thanks a lot. Do I hang up or do you hang up?
I don't know how this thing works. I don't know. Do you hit it hard with your fist?
Oh, I see the hang up button. Okay, is there anything else?
No, we were all gonna get lunch.
It's 9 o'clock at night.
We're on Tokyo time. We're talking with the Tokyo guys next.
Oh shit, I completely forgot about all the Tokyo guys. For the offshoot Purgatory Podcast Japanese edition. Sorry, I'm having a hard time hitting the button.
Ever used a phone before? Huh? These damn millennials, you know?
I'm fucking trying, Bill Maher, but the buttons are weird on this.
Oh, our pizza has arrived.
Oh, when you say pizza, you mean like actual like pizza?
What the hell are you talking about?
Alright, well, I'm going with my initial plan of just hitting the phone repeatedly until you can't hear me anymore. Can you hear me? Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me?
Alright, well, I'm glad that's out. I'm really sorry about that. It's just like it was really bad scheduling. And I want to make a statement, you know, I'm very transparent when it comes to my business practices. There are no special interests muddling the podcast. Purgatory Podcast, brought to you by Ice. Yep. Frozen Water is sponsoring the podcast. I was saying recently, you know, I've had conversations with Sleeve Sleeverson where I say maybe with everything that's going on right now, consider calling it something else. Maybe call it like petrified water. Up until recently, he wasn't even aware of ICE as an immigration enforcement agency. He would read headlines about ICE detaining people, and he thought it was his arch nemesis of Frostbite Fabian imprisoning people in cubes of ice. And I'm like, this is why you have to read past the headline. Wait, I can't talk about this. They just talked about this last week on the Japanese Purgatory Podcast. It's gonna make it seem like I'm copying Japan. Like, no. I'm copying the UK version of the Purgatory Podcast, which is actually the original Purgatory Podcast. A lot of people don't know that. It's hosted by a guy who's a little bit uglier than me, but a little bit funnier. But don't listen to it. Even though you can't see me, I think it's good to know, like, if I'm ugly or not. I would say on a scale, I mean, I've never thought about it, but on a scale of 1 to 10, 7. And 3/4. But I don't know, you don't like talk about anyone's appearance when you're an adult. I mean, I don't. There's this girl in my friend group in college, and I remember one time she was gossiping about someone, and I was with her, and she was like, I know you don't care about the gossip. You're so above gossip. I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't say anything. I don't know who those people are. My other friend in college, her mom, apparently after she met me, she told my friend, yeah, he seems like he thinks he's like better than everybody, but we got to know him and he's cool. Like, really? I'm clearly missing something. Or she's missing something. Maybe she's dumb. Maybe she's beneath me. Maybe she's a speck of dirt on the ground in my eyes. No, she was cool. And then that friendship ended disastrously and catastrophically. The end. Like I told you, I don't do gossip, okay? The most ridiculous drama I ever became involved in was when this girl in college who I had a huge crush on and would later be in a 2.5-year relationship with, she basically pressured me into intervening in a relationship between a guy who went to our college, who I also went to high school with, so I knew him, and he was still with his high school girlfriend, who I also knew. But everybody knew this guy was like a sleazeball and was like cheating on her all the time. So my then future girlfriend was like, you should message her and like let her know what's going on. Which is of course a great idea to do. And I'm like, I barely know either of them, but you're hot. But I'll just do whatever you tell me to do. So, okay. I Facebook messaged her and she was like, kind of gently putting it to her that, like, everybody knows what's going on. And she was like, I've never known you to be this kind of person who would make such accusations. I think so much less of you. And I was like, well, that was cool. And then I think like 2 years later, she was like, hey, you know, I just want to say thanks for letting me know about that. I wish I had seen the signs of what's going on. So I won. I won that drama. I defeated all drama by doing that. There's no need to partake in drama ever again in my life. Well, I gotta bring out the host of Time Check, Slurp Von Lipstick. So please welcome the host of Time Check, Slurp Von Lipstick. Hey there, it's me, good old Slurp Von Lipstick, host of Time Check. Whether it's 60 seconds or 60 minutes, there's one thing you can count on with time. It's always gonna pass. Now, if Sleeve Sleeverson was here, he would probably pipe in and he would say, time doesn't pass if you're frozen in a big ice cube. You know what I would do if he came in here and said that to me? I would ask him if he fancies a cup of tea. I'd go to the kitchen, I'd boil water, I'd make conversation with him, I'd really try to understand him, understand what makes him who he is, what got him into ice, why he's like this. I'd really try to get to know him until the kettle boils, and I take the kettle and I pour it directly over his head, destroying him instantly. His assets were frozen, but I liquidated them. The thing Sleeve Sleeverson is compensating for is both of his balls are made of snow. And as soon as he realized this, it sent him spiraling. He's like, I can't have a family. I can't do, like, all the things I wanted. And I told him, you know, there's adoption, and he just blew up at me. We're not talking anymore. I got my own stuff going on. My homunculus, my creature, some say abomination. I mean, it's glass half creature, glass half abomination. He just hit the point in his growth and development where he's really into K-pop demon hunters. I can't get him to do anything else. His understanding of the world is not, like, linear. He just read Gravity's Rainbow last week. Now he's on to K-pop demon hunters. So he's learning at his own pace. He's so small he's barely growing, like you can fit him in a Christmas stocking. The other day he got in the cabinet somehow and he pierced a bag of rice and he almost drowned. And he went to the rice afterlife and he saw God. And he called the homunculus a hideous mutant being with no soul who will never be with God or experience the afterlife. So, I'm pretty sure when I made him, I'm pretty sure I gave him a soul. I can't remember. Did I give him a soul? Anyway, I forgot to switch him from his dry food to his wet food this week, so he's gonna have to do it himself, and I'm gonna have to walk him through it. So I just need to reach out to him real quick. This will take like 2 seconds. Hey man, look, you know, we talked about we're switching your food over this week. No, I'm not ordering Taco Bell, not right now. We only do that on days that end with Y. Yes, Friday. That's the only day that ends in Y. Don't question that. Don't learn how to spell. I'm sorry that there's not a Winter Olympics for homunculi. You must have some talent. I don't think anyone cares how fast you can swim through a box of Frosted Flakes, homunculus. First of all, we can't even see it. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see it. It's a Cisco phone. It doesn't do video calls. It's just a regular phone. Why don't you ever listen to me, homunculus? Okay, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it anyway. You don't care. I don't know why you're still going in food after the last time that happened. Oh, you're done? Okay, what was your time? So who are you competing with? Why are there ants in the Frosted Flakes, homunculus? Alright, well, if you want a different kind of time, I can tell you what time it is now. It's currently 9:15 p.m. I haven't even told you where the wet food is yet. No, you can't just make wet food by taking dry food and dipping it in water. It's completely different, homunculus. Okay, fine. If you can get by on Frosted Flakes dipped in water until I get back, Fine. Have it your way. No, that's not code for we're getting Burger King tonight. We'll never get Burger King ever again. The Burger King has been assassinated. Grimace did it, and the CIA paid him to do it. Thank you so much, Homunculus. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to do a shout out to our sponsor this week. This week's Time Check brought to you by Toad Cream. It's cream secreted by toads. Nobody knows what it does. The makers of Toad Cream are inviting you on this journey to figure out what the cream does. It must do something. It must do something. That's their tagline. I'm Slurp on Lipstick. This has been Time Check. I'll see you next week. And speaking of taglines, I'll be on time. That's what we should have called Time Check. We should have called it On Time. Shit, we should have called Time Check On Time. It's too late now. See you later. See you next week. Give it up for Time Check. I don't get why he's such a role model. He's so popular with the kids. They love his style. They're like, tell us the time, you old fuck. And he says, oh, okay. Because that's how he sounds, you know? That was actually an audio recording of him I just played back. You probably clap for Slurp on Lipstick more than you pray or say the Pledge of Allegiance. So Slurp on Lipstick is your god, and he's your nation, according to you. I mean, I guess nation-wise, you could do worse. Why can't they just make a perfect country? And then we could all move there. That would solve everything. That's why you can't have a one-world government. I mean, in principle, like, it could be okay. Assuming you have totally benevolent, altruistic leaders. But we don't, so that won't happen. Oh, also this week's podcast also available in Braille. I'm available in bump form. Not to brag, but I'm bumps. Again, I don't think I'm better than you just because I host a podcast. I just think I'm smarter and I'm superior. Can you imagine saying to someone, I'm better than you? It's like, what, just overall? How are you tallying that up? Right off the bat, you can point out, well, I'm better than you at humility. And I didn't even need to prove it. You did it yourself. So that's already a point on the board for me. Then you go through a series of physical challenges, such as skeleton, bobsledding. And this is how the Winter Olympics started. It was two people trying to decide who was better at everything. This offends many, but I don't care. I just never thought of the Winter Olympics as being the real Olympics. It's like the TEDx to the Summer Olympics TED. Because everybody officially says, you know, the Winter Olympics, they're just as real. They're still fully the Olympics. And what I'm saying is no. So I'd be fine with my Twitter not being full of videos of the women speed skaters. You know the videos I'm talking about. Because I have shit to do. I can't just look at that all day. Once I see it, I'm like, I wish... shit. Here's a new Winter Olympic sport. Okay, you start on skis, you go down a hill, you jump off the skis, you take a hockey stick, you dribble the puck over to a pile of snow, and then you make a snowman out of the snow. That part, not that hard. I mean, it's 3 balls. It is amazing that a snowman is, like, recognizable as a man. 3 spheres in that arrangement, you think, oh, that's somebody. That's some guy. As if any human looks like that, even from a distance. It's interesting. It's interesting how we anthropomorphize things. We're so good at dehumanizing actual humans. We're like, you're a piece of shit because you're from a different country. And then 3 seconds later, you see the headlights and grill of a car that looks like a smiley face, and you're like, who's the happy guy? Oh, he's a happy guy. We all do this, right? I walk into the street, and I start trying to talk to the cars. Some of them look mean. You ever seen a mean car? There's some kind of Jeep I see every now and then, and the headlight it's always like a mean headlight. Like, it looks like eyes squinted devilishly. It's like, why is it so mad looking at where it's going? This next segment brought to you by an opera called La Voûte Tucci. La Voûte Tucci, of course, is a tragic opera about a guy who has a disease where he's constantly crying, and he accidentally slips and falls on a rock and he kills himself and his lover. That's Act 1. The rest of the opera is just about cars, like cool cars, like Mustangs and hot rods. It really has nothing to do with the previous act at all. It doesn't actually feature any singing. It's just cool, really badass fucking cars ripping it on stage. It's really good. Go see it in the Opera House. Easy to remember what that's called if you just say it's the blank house. It's like, see you at the hospital. Oh, you mean the medicine house? Hey, we were thinking of going out to a restaurant tonight. What do you think? Oh, you mean a food house? They do that with International House of Pancakes, to be fair. This is the house where the pancakes live. They're most comfortable here. This is where they taste the best. Home field advantage for the pancakes. Limited time deal. Also, just wanted to announce this now. Anybody who gets the Purgatory podcast tattooed on their body, anywhere on their body, if they do that, they will get nothing. They will get nothing from me. So, limited time deal. As for me, I gotta go. I got a lot of things lined up. I got stuff. I have stuff, okay? What do you have? Yeah, exactly. So I think that... Hold on. Folks, we got Sleeverson on the line. Talk to me.
I got an idea. You know me, right? You know I like ice.
Yes, you're fully committed to that one iota of character building and nothing beyond that.
Well, how about this? A new ice cream chain called Ice to Eat You.
Okay, I'm listening.
I use my frost powers to make ice cream.
I mean, this really doesn't sound like a bad idea.
I'm thinking the sizes for the cones, I want to be creative.
Okay.
I'm thinking they go rat.
Rat? For small?
Yeah.
Okay.
Medium rat.
Medium.
Yeah. And then God.
Other than that part, yeah, I'm totally on board. Maybe just the classic, small, medium, large.
No, that's non-negotiable. Don't make me angry. I'm gonna fucking ice, man. Fuck.
Did you just ice right now? Hello? This fucking idiot just froze himself, didn't he? He did this to me last time I talked to him. I had to drive all the way over to his house with a pickaxe. I guess I gotta get over there. This has been the Purgatory Podcast. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye.